It's time.
All right. Let's get to some fun clips. I'm going to start with... What is happening? I'm going to start with this thingamajig. I just needed to pull up more like stats from the audaciousness of Iowa football.
Mm-hmm.
So since the 2000 season, FBS teams that averaged less than 2.8 yards per play and scored 0 touchdowns have gone 3 in 371. That is 0.8 win percentage. 0.8 win percentage. 2.8 yards per play. By the way, this was against an FCS school. 2.8 yards. Okay.
Less than.
Less than. I don't even know.
Not equal
exactly,
to.
no, less than.
Yep.
Iowa owns 2 of those wins. They are 2-1. They win 66.7% of those games. The rest of college football is 0.3%. Someone make it make sense.
Iowa football.
I mean, that's just ridiculous, though. Like, how lucky of a team do you have to be? You can't say skilled.
Yeah, but I mean, you're 2-1 in those games. That's not. I mean, I don't feel like that's luck. That's style of play. That's culture. That's
no. I think that's you are lucky enough to have a dominant defense because otherwise that's
right. But they don't ever play that bad against good teams.
That's true. That is. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're right.
I mean, the week after they would do something like that, they beat like Ohio State 55-24.
Right.
So
okay, that's fair.
Like that's Iowa football right there is what that is.
Fair. That's fair. Gonna go with a little
2.72.
They were 2.72.
2.72
Nice.
yards per play.
Gonna do a little special teams. Give a good love to the special teams because it won and lost games this weekend.
Yep.
Blocked Courtney tweeted this from FanDuel, and it was like, if I was an Arizona fan or better, I would lose it right here. This would be it.
56. You think he's ever had a block punt before?
Nope, he did now.
Number 56.
Look at that.
Get that out of here.
Look at that.
Wait, did they call roughing the punter on that?
They should have.
Right?
There's a flag.
That was targeting on his own guy, wasn't
So
it?
that was the distortion.
I mean, you can understand what he was doing. However,
mean,
incorrectly. You don't move.
Okay.
You're taught one thing as post protector. Don't ever go into the lane of the punter.
Which is fine. Okay, perfect. That's a great lead into this. Because I'm wondering, since...
But usually the punter's 15 yards
I would say
deep.
the last
He
5
was only
years, let's call
11.
it. And maybe
So
a little
that
bit.
was the
You can help me out on this. Why have we started putting guys closer to the punter to block people who are running faster once they get to the punter?
So...
And not blocked guys at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not 100% sure, but because Drake started doing this
Everybody does it now.
But everyone does it. One, it makes, like, they're coming through, and usually they're not able to jump high enough to get it, or you have to go around. You go around that last minute, you can't
Just
block
because
it.
you're creating
The
a deeper
angles,
angling.
yes,
a deeper
mainly
angle,
it's
a rushing
the deeper
angle.
angle. Now, the reason you have giant guy, and usually it's O linemen or
Right.
D linemen that are back there, because then they won't get pushed back.
I get it, right. But, like,
why? I have no clue.
This gets blocked because he's in his normal depth.
Correct. This is because he's an O lineman, and I don't know him.
But they didn't practice emergency punt or, like, goal line punt because he needs to be up 2 more yards.
He does.
Because his punter can only be back 11 yards, and he would normally be back at 15 yards.
Correct. So we have a practice issue here.
Correct.
Rep issue. Is he replacing someone hurt? Those things we don't know.
Right.
But, yes, he needs to be up further because no matter in this situation, first of all, if he's up further, he can still come over and be fine.
Right.
But at this point, you letting him go. You can't get to him in time.
Correct.
But he doesn't know that. He might be young.
Donovan is
You can't get to
left-handed,
him. He
bounced
can't get
away.
to the punter.
No, but if he's anywhere near where
think
he
it's Josh
should be
Donovan,
lined up,
number
he
56.
can't get in the
The
way of this punt.
combination, he
Because the
took
punter
his
did a great job.
normal
Got the
stance,
punt off
but
quick.
usually the
It was
punter's
clean.
15
Like, everything
yards.
was good except for
His big ass O
like
line
he
guy.
should have been moving his guy
So
up.
that was the distortion.
Like,
Yes.
worst case scenario, that's like, hey, help you. Help you.
That's another thing. And he also can see.
Mm-hmm.
So one, tell your guy.
Hey, why is that guy
Actually
3 feet
hit.
from me instead of 15 feet?
Two,
You know,
now,
like whatever it is.
now he didn't anticipate him moving over. because he went quick and he hit what would have been right here.
Right, he hit him right in the arm.
Right. So he did an okay job, but move your guy, align him, and be okay. Now, from a perspective that I just now realized I need to look at.
Combination, he took his normal stance, but usually the punter's 15 yards deep. He was only 11, so that was the distortion.
The worst part about this is Arizona probably wins this game if this play doesn't happen.
Okay.
No, because
So-
I was counting guys too. There's not.
Smart. No. But what I was thinking is, why is he lined up here and not over here? Because they brought these guys down and bailed him late. So on
Right.
a count
But
situation,
they were 5-5 until then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Yeah, they were.
That's because that's what the first thing that I counted is
They were.
that like did
So
he have
they
a
just-
reason to shift?
So they just
They bailed on. They happened to bail on
They
the
bailed on the
away
right
from
side.
that side.
because they probably did film and realize they sit here. Like
Usually they put two guys back though, right? One on each
it's a
side so that
wall
they
or
can't
something.
do
Yes,
that.
correct. In this situation, like if they're even, I would rather have him on the left side. So the
Just
punter.
because it's a right-footed punter.
Correct. Yes.
That was my observation.
I mean, there's
that
so
I'm sitting
many
here
common
thinking.
sense things that like just didn't
That's
play
that's
out for
my
Arizona.
observation that I'm sitting here thinking is I'm a right leg punter in a short situation.
And I see
I'm
that
gonna
guy
go on the
standing
left
there,
hand side.
right? Like,
Here it is again.
as if I need to bail, I'm bailing right.
Now, my favorite
And all of the
special teams play, maybe borderline ever, because this is glorious.
Blocker too close.
And
It's so hard to do what you're about to tell this guy. He should
The
have done.
combination, he took his normal
I don't know which guy we're
stance,
talking about yet, but
usually
all
the
I know
punter's
is this
15
was-
yards deep. He was only
'cause
11.
in
So
the
that was
world
the
of special teams,
distortion
I've been
that
on that
actually
front line
hit
so many
Donovan in
times,
his
so
left
many
hand and
times.
bounced away.
And you're designed and
His
taught by
blocker
most.
too close.
Well, I
I
can
think
say
it's
most.
Josh Donovan,
Almost all my
number
coaches.
56.
Front line
The
attack.
combination, he took his normal
Because the back line's
stance,
job is good
but
ball,
usually
not
the
your
punter's
job.
Right.
15 yards
Even if it
deep.
really comes
He
straight
was
to
only
you, unless
11.
if
So
it's
that was the
soft, you have to get it.
distortion
But
that
if it's
actually
hard,
hit
you
Donovan
go
in his
attack.
left
Your
hand
back
and
guy
bounced
does this.
away.
This is by
here it
Set
is
the
again.
scene here. Time and score. Because time and score matters.
Yeah, and I thought we would get to that.
Okay.
We have the
Josh
ending.
Donovan, number
We do,
56.
but
The combination, he
no,
took
I
his
have this one
normal
set up.
Correct.
stance.
So I don't
Okay.
want to. I don't
Okay,
want
we won't go into that
This
now.
is special
Okay, that's fine.
teams.
That's fine.
He was
Meeting
only
only.
11. So that was the distortion that
Ball on the
actually
ball?
hit
So
Donovan in his left
but I just,
hand.
I'm gonna
Here
let
it
it
is
play.
again.
Everyone watch it, and just
Destroy!
boom! All three at the same time.
all of the guys up front.
It's just
And here it is
glorious.
again.
Sorry if that hurt anybody's ears out there, but
Oh
that's
my
what
God!
just
Look
happened.
at this: 3 simultaneously knocked to the ground, and number 10 just driving his
away.
guy out of
Out of
bounds.
bounds. The ref's about to get smoked on the out of bounds.
Think
Correct. Now you're saying here. Now you're taught to fall on the ball. The thing is, I think he thought about it. Because look at that foot.
No,
He's saying, I'm going to catch it and I'm just going to fall.
And then
he
he-
saw this chaos and said,
deuces.
I'm gone.
All of the guys up
I'm
front.
gonna pad the
And here it is
stats.
again.
I just loved it.
Also, the ball hits him
And all
right
of the
in
guys
the
up
chest. Like,
front.
could not
Almost
have let
again.
him more.
Almost in strike. Almost.
The kicker got the
and all of the
exact
guys
bounce
up
he
front.
wanted. Unfortunately,
again.
his
guys were
team
dead.
looked like somebody machine gunned them.
It also
all of the
looks
guys
like,
up front.
And I want to get to the
And here it
point
is
where
again.
maybe we can see them. Okay, this guy saw it. But these two look like they weren't seeing the fact that these guys were going to come hit them.
Josh Donovan,
Of how they reacted, like, oh, I'm late. And
Let's
then they're dead.
just say
All of the
first
guys
all,
up front. And here it is
where
again.
I can forgive this a little bit on App State's part,
And all of
that
the guys
never
up
gets
front.
practiced
And here it is
because
again.
you're never letting your onside return team annihilate
And
your
all of the
onside
guys
team
up front.
in
Yeah,
practice,
here it is
Yeah,
again.
which
you
is
don't- you don't. This
part
is
of
not
the
live.
problem
Yeah, this isn't live
because
almost
you're not.
ever.
That's not interactive at all. But those dudes, to your point, on North Carolina, were taught very well.
They were very well. They sprinted off the
combination, he
kick
took his
and
normal
said,
stance,
"We are-
Like
but
we're about to
doing
make
this.
the 3 hits of our lives
He was only
synchronized.
11. So that
And
was
then,
the
so in film, I'm sitting here going, oh,
distortion that
why
actually
didn't you knock
hit
your guy out?
Donovan in his left
Yes, I mean,
hand
he
and
had
bounced
great
away.
block.
Wait, is that targeting on any of those guys?
Too close.
I don't know.
Are
think
those
it's Josh Donovan, number
defenseless onside?
I mean, they were
kicks
high.
tacklers?
They were high.
Like the one
But
dude
all of the
launches with
guys
the
up
shoulder
front.
for
And
sure.
here it is again.
It was
The
awesome.
outside guy right
Right
there.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I think all
Laid
3 of
the
them
And all of the
wood
guys up front.
would be.
And here
If
it
they
is
would have
again.
called that, I would have probably been.
Well, they're also not defenseless. They're running right.
And all
And
of
also,
the guys
you know,
up
so
front.
in this regard,
And here
you're
it
going
is
to have
again.
3 refs. I think it's 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
3.
all standing
You're
there.
right there. I bet they didn't even see what the hell was going
Did
on.
we even see if their whistles dropped out of their mouths when they saw that?
No.
And
They were just
all of
like,
the guys
oh,
up
and then the one
front.
guy.
And here it is again.
But that was, guys, that's glorious. That's one of the best
The combination
overall
he took.
plays you will see in the history. This one was funny, but we're gonna go do a defensive hit and then one D lineman play, and then we'll get to the poll question of
Normal stance, but usually the punter's
You guys?
15 yards deep. He was only
has. This is a corner coming off cover 2. It's just one
so
of those
that was
things
the
where you just hope, pray.
Wait, he didn't get called for targeting on this, did he?
No,
Okay.
And it
I don't
actually hit.
believe so. No, I don't
Thank
think so.
goodness.
No, I mean he shouldn't. He's running a great number too. But
I thought that was the only reason you had the clip.
it's one of them. It was one of them.
Donovan.
But I mean, just a glorious hit, right? Legal to this world, I guess. And then I have to short Georgia play. So I don't know.
Left hand and bounced away.
No, I understand
His
how
up blocker
Oregon
too close.
decided to drop out.
I think
Like,
it's Josh Donovan, number
and
56.
why the Pac-12
The
came to
combination,
the
he
Big Ten
took
will be
his
interesting.
normal stance.
Because this type of play is, yes, an SEC guy, but man, he just got manhandled, and a lot of it's because he leaned. But that's just a great play.
Also, that's a
That's a
6'5", 6'6" defensive tackle with
correct.
athleticism of a 6'3", 200-pound linebacker.
I don't even know he wasn't leaning. He just got tossed with one arm.
No, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. He's trying to reach him and get to his outside shoulder,
And
but
he
got shucked.
I know. I at first I thought it was because he was leaning, but like he actually has a solid base.
No, he
just got shucked.
Got his ass kicked.
He just got shucked.
That play literally describes. So it was Bussin' with the Boys, Will Compton and Taylor Lewin. And Taylor Lewin is talking about the first time that they were doing a joint practice and he was going up against Jason Pierre-Paul. This was right after his Jason Pierre-Paul's hand injury.
blew off
He's
his
like,
hand.
I can't wait to just be in this guy's face, beat him time and time again, and then I'm going to say something about his hand. Okay. Jason Pierre-Paul, he said, clubs
But
him
usually
with
the
his
punter's
fat
15
hand,
yards deep.
clubs him
He
once.
was only 11. So
Lewin
that
comes
was the
back,
distortion
clubs
that
him back
actually
the other
hit
way. He's
Donovan
like, he put me in a
his
spin
left
cycle,
hand and bounced
goes,
away.
makes a play,
His
comes
up
back and
blocker
goes,
too close.
and I did that with one
I
hand.
think it's Josh
He
Donovan.
goes, he flipped the script on every single thing that I could have ever done.
But usually the punter's
He flipped the
15
script
yards
on.
that
He's
for
like,
fireworks?
yeah, he's like, I couldn't
So
do
that was
anything
the
the rest of the
distortion
practice.
that
He just,
actually hit
I was done.
left hand.
I forgot to put,
fantastic.
the one play I wanted to put in there from the LSU FSU game on targeting
Oh, the pure definition
of target, like
by
the
playbook?
only thing that we should be calling targeting.
Yeah.
Like
What's that?
this is targeting. You know it when you see it.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Eating booty. That was.
His up blocker
Oh,
too
this is.
close.
I did.
Anderson
We
goes in
talked about
motion.
this earlier. This fake jump
What a
ball.
play by
With a
Richardson.
fake
A
jump
ball
rope
fake.
spin.
yes,
Anderson goes in
And
motion.
My lord.
What a
Which
play
would've sucked
by
if
Richardson.
the
A ball
defender,
fake.
which it did because this guy was standing
Anderson
there.
goes in motion.
Himself.
What a play by Richardson. A ball fake.
Time, but-
Anderson goes in motion.
All right, so
Josh Donovan,
what we're about to
number
go
56.
through.
The combination, he took his normal stance,
Why
but
don't you
usually
explain
the
it,
punter's
Cole, since
15
it was your idea?
so we're gonna do something this week. If something arises that we see, obviously a lot of crazy endings, a lot of disappointed fan bases from one play making the difference in a game, or a series of plays in the fourth quarter determining your team's fate. Most heartbreaking loss. The 3 games that we've got out there this week are the Florida State LSU game, the North Carolina Appalachian State game, and then we talked about it, West Virginia Pitt. The Florida Utah game would also be a possibility, but those were the 3 that we chose. So just want your feedback of that. The first one here.
Do you want me to get to the last drive?
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
this is 5 minutes.
So Florida State LSU, for those that didn't see, basically in the last 4 minutes, LSU comes back from a 2-touchdown deficit. They get within a touchdown, get the ball back, and muff a punt inside of Florida State's 10. Florida State then proceeds to fumble inside the 1 when all they had to do was take a knee and kick a field goal.
Oh, is this just the last drive?
No, they show like
this got to be
all the points.
This has got to be right here.
So,
all right.
I don't know if you want. I mean, if you want to show, it's a 3 or 4.
He has to throw it away. Important in those couple yards. First, bring it out
this is
for Florida
this is
State
the
tonight.
this is the muff.
LSU defense did their job when they had
Just catch
to
the
do
ball.
it. Nope. Fair catch is muffed again.
Another dumb rule. You
Can
can't
you believe
advance the
this?
muffy line because it should have been a Florida State touchdown. But the rules are.
Malik Neighbors, second time tonight in Florida State.
That guy was huge on that last
Brendan
drive.
Gant on
His neighbors,
special
he was
teams
big
gets
for
the
the season last
ball.
year.
Florida State goes, hey,
Clean up
we're
in
gonna go
special
score.
teams.
Let's go score a touchdown.
Second and goal, Ward.
And
He's down
Mind
to
you,
that.
right here is
1
minute
inch line.
25
You said,
left.
listen, just
LSU
I'm better off.
still
I
has.
understand. I'm not for a lack
Well,
of time.
2 of their
work
timeouts have
spent
been.
catching punts.
But so
It's
you can't
just
take a knee.
one of those
But you
crazy
can take a
things
knee
that
because all you need is a
fumble
field goal
here
to
down to
ties
goal
this
line.
game. They
Is there a
pitched
chance
the ball.
LSU has come up with it as Ward fumbled the ball?
This is a quick pitch.
You do not ever
Here's the
call a pitch
just
play when
one
you
of the-
cannot fumble. And the only thing you can do here to lose this game is fumble.
inch line. You said,
So
listen,
you
just I'm
call
better
that
off. I
foul.
understand. I'm just not for
And
lack of
this
time.
is-
Work
Which will
spent
also
catching
that would have
punts.
been a touchdown
It's
had he
just
caught the
one of
pitch.
those crazy things that
Oh, yeah.
fumble here down to goal line.
There's too much.
Is there a chance LSU has come up with it as Ward
Or take a
fumbled the
knee
ball?
or do a QB sneak.
Sneak, and then if you get it, you get it.
We're going to call a timeout. We're going to kick a field goal. You're going to be up
LSU
10
says
points.
they
It's
have
going to be
it.
impossible for them to
Brian
beat you.
does.
But no, you fumble. And the 1.
And then 99 yards.
Tigers
It's still
lead.
mostly impossible.
You're going, okay.
And they just
No, we can hold them down here. What are the chances of them doing
earlier
that?
tonight.
Also, Florida State
99 yards
pretty much
away.
controlled
Here's the
this
slant
all
to
game.
Neighbors.
Like, there was no reason they should be able
Give
to
him a look early.
They're playing really soft, as you should have.
Shallow cross right back to him to the 15-yard line. But look at that clock. 59 seconds as it stops to move the chains.
Really valuable time.
Down to 50 seconds. Daniels being pursued. Now he's going to run. 2 timeouts remaining. He's going to get the first down, so that helps.
There's 2 different ones that we can switch out.
That'll stop as
Because
they
they're
move the
rushing
chains.
3 and dropping
You're going to
8,
get man coverage. Looks like Florida
which you
State's
should
going to
have a
drop.
spy.
Try to cover underneath.
They put 2 spies.
Daniels searching for anything
Just a
and is able to get it to Kayshawn Booty.
There's not much you can do about that.
They've made it up to the 42-yard line. Started at the 1.
Again,
Daniels again gets it quickly out. This isn't going to generate much. Although, how about that? Toe tap by Brian Thomas down the sideline.
oh, athletic.
Because that's obviously where LSU's trying to
Man
get.
rush.
Daniels,
Good spy.
28 seconds. Oh, and he's
8
sacked.
sacks. How are you going to
They
sack?
do have the 1 timeout, as is Jared
Gotta get
Verse
to him at some
doing
point. You know you're
damage
passing.
again.
It's 3 on 6.
Jaden Daniels. They drop 8 against him. 3-man rush taking a lot of time and now running with it. They don't have any timeouts. Has to get the first down. He does. Dives ahead inside the 30. Now you clock it. And they do. So they clock it there.
11
13
wanted
set
to
the clock.
fake clock.
The 6'4" Brian Thomas. You're looking in the direction of the 6'2" Dre Jenkins.
Get it complete right at the stick to Brian Thomas.
And they're going to help
play
out
right
their
here.
tackle with the pass rush.
Here we go. Clock ticking down. Daniels taking time. Remember, no timeouts. Here is the freshman inside the 5. 1 second remains.
They called him out of bounds.
To get to the end zone.
Watch the clock as he just
He's
gets out
not
right there.
He's not out of bounds. They reviewed this play.
I thought perhaps that knee hit there.
Because they reviewed this play, they
Tough to tell.
It was
LSU does not have any timeouts.
Either
clock
way,
should have
because of the amount of
His knee
time
went
that they'll
down at
have
2.
right now, does it?
knee
Is
went
it
down at 2.
They would have had
close?
2
that left knee
seconds
is
to
out.
spike the ball
After they started.
after they started the clock in real time because of the first down. So he technically, if you say a spike takes 1 second, they would have still had 1 second on the clock. If you can get your
say
whole
2.
Or you have a
Speed
play
option.
design that
And just throw it right out there in the flat.
But now
off
they
the
get
measure
a
a pick.
Let's
Essentially get a
decide it.
timeout.
Right here in New Orleans, Jaden Daniels.
I mean, they got a free timeout because the ref needs to play.
My, oh my,
And
guess what? Ball didn't lie.
ball don't lie. The ball did lie.
Or ball did lie.
You thought the ball lied,
But it did.
and then it didn't.
And then it did.
So you've done all this work as an LSU game. This is a night home game in Death Valley. This place just absolutely erupted. Any other team, you do not. Most teams aren't even getting a pass rush or a field goal rush right here because they're so disappointed. That's the most impressive part about it.
They said no, we're going.
So replay that because it didn't look like LSU did anything.
No, he stepped out. He punched inside. The tackle blocked down.
Send us to overtime.
He punches out right here. As soon as he leans out and the tackle blocks down, they're screwed. Because the outside guy can't block that. It's the same thing when we go back to that.
We're talking about that's the technical.
I get it, but the outside guy can't block it.
In our formation, no, but because we were out here more.
I'm just saying in that, you have to protect inside.
Oh, I mean, 100%.
The outside guy with proper timing cannot rush fast enough to block that kick.
They had? Oh, let's see. Is there a guy
Six
here?
It's 6 on 6,
Yeah.
4, 1. Because they can't. You can't overload anymore.
No, but I'm doing. We would count, and I would have a call. Either I'd go man or I'd go Zorro and go zone, and I would do a step down, punch,
Because they all go
and
right.
they would have to run me over.
They all go right, and they need to go. They just need
But even if that guy runs you over, he doesn't have enough time to get to it.
Not necessarily. Yeah, typically he didn't step.
Because this is designed
Watch.
block on that side because the other two guys don't even rush.
No. You usually only go block on one
That's
side.
what I'm saying. They're going block right
You
here.
only go block one side.
Which you've got to block on the
So
kicker side.
regardless, you're gonna have the same technique.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, watch this.
To send us to overtime.
This guy's irrelevant though. They can't rush from that side. That's the side that quarters. That's the side that's quarters on.
We're taught. Well, I'm trying to give you a
To
clean look because
overtime.
it's muddy. You're taught to, and he went man, so that's why he didn't. Man, you're manned up. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You're taught to step in. Now they might not do it that way because of the way they're.
Well, yeah,
lined.
but they're 4 on 4 over here. They're 4 on 6 over here.
You should have stepped down to take the gap away.
But you did. I'm just saying they executed that easily.
Perfectly, which is crazy to think about because you have the philosophy. What if they change something up? Like they use something that's probably.
I just come back to what Florida State has been to not take that play off, which would have been so easy to do and nobody would have said anything.
Huge for the program.
Yeah, like, that's just a big play.
Huge for the
and their coach reiterated that too in
huge for
the
the
post
program.
game. So
All right, so that's
devastating
option one.
loss number one.
Number one.
LSU Tigers at home at night in Death Valley
Muff a punt, get a fumble, drive 99 yards
to tie
to
the
get
game.
to get up PAT blocked.
How do you feel about that, Ryan? That was your Vikings there. What's your feeling?
Yeah, that is ending on a field goal. That's just purple and gold. It just must be a thing.
He rubbed off.
It must be a thing. It's tough to top that, but I don't know that this isn't.
Right.
We just got a copyright notice.
For playing that video?
Yeah. Yep. And it just suspended us. Yep.
So we are no longer live.
Well, it says get out. It says when deemed it's not happening anymore, it will let us stream again. So I'm waiting for that to happen.
Okay, but we can kind of explain what happens in this App State UNC game a little bit. So
we can't play YouTube TV videos or YouTube videos?
Apparently not.
So UNC is up 56 to 49.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just hoping it goes back.
App State comes down, scores. Dan Mullins was a big fan of them going for 2 in this situation. He was talking about it as, Clemson ran this exact same play in the national championship to win a national championship a couple years ago. This guy is wide open.
We broke rules.
Wide open.
Are we back now?
No.
Just a little touch pass, little lob pass. That's all he needed to make. Maybe the excitement got to him. I don't know.
No, you're blaming the quarterback?
No, I mean,
the receiver turned around and started backpedaling. That is not how we practice.
Both of those.
That is not how we practice.
Both are
we
bad.
do not throw balls to guys who backpedal.
No, but both are bad in that situation.
It says your stream's, but we're back. Woo! We didn't
Both
break
are
too
bad
many
in that
rules.
situation.
Okay, let's cut to what we want to talk about. All right.
They're just going to take us off again.
No, this isn't YouTube. This is Twitter. We should be good here.
Okay.
All right. So you go for 2. Clearly, I agree, mainly because of the time on the clock. A great number. Love these play design, by the way. I hate these play designs.
Bryce has him wide
And the reason I
open.
say
Don't turn around and backpedal. Just keep running.
we're going to cut it. As I say that, because this guy, what's he supposed to do?
He's on an island, just like he's supposed to be.
So typically what's going to go, whoa, that's a... Remember
did
when I
it,
shake
yeah.
I did last week.
You forgot that.
I did. Now, I don't know their defensive scheme or whatnot. With that quick jet motion, someone has to be alerted to this is happening. And the biggest issue is this running back here, actually, because then that puts 2 guys on an island.
Right. And there's not a third guy there for the quarterback if he does keep
If
it.
this is a run play, he is diving under. He's coming over the top for the quarterback, and then he's playing actually as well as the dive as extra help. When you run this play, he has already committed to diving because it's still in the mesh, and now he's screwed.
Yeah,
and then
because they're in man,
and he's late.
They're in man, and one of
Bryce
these guys
has him wide
that guy's
open.
trying, number 3
Oh,
is the motion guy.
He's the motion
That's
guy.
his man-to-man
And-
receiver. There's no chance.
No chance with
Look at
that
it.
speed.
He's still right
has
there.
him
There's
wide
just no way.
open. Oh,
And you
overthrown.
also, that running back is
Incomplete.
turned this way.
That's a receiver. That's the worst.
Sorry,
That's
Davis
the worst part.
But
Was
By the way,
wide
that
open.
quarterback, that
If it's
quarterback's
running
not a
back,
good throw.
the running back
if it's
is
a fullback,
That's not a great
tight
throw,
end,
though. You're trying to tell me
Bryce
that him
has
throwing
him
to that
wide
opposite
open.
shoulder to make him turn that way is a good throw?
Backpedaling
If he throws it down that goal line,
hits him like this.
if he throws it down the goal line
Davis
where he can catch it
was
like this,
wide open.
100% catchable ball. Though. Can we
we're
agree on that?
both in agreement that
It's
Bryce
I
has a
have
wa-
more on the quarterback on this because he has no pressure.
Right there.
He has to get it over the
No,
top.
Stop, though. Right here is the perfect example. Right now, this ball is in the air, and that
Upfield.
receiver, but that receiver has his numbers pointing
Oh, yeah.
he's already turned around.
to
That's
the
the
other
bad
end
thing.
zone.
He
He can't be athletic from that position.
Correct.
If I turn him around, if I lead him too far, or if I lead him back, he can't. The only ball he's catching is if I throw a pop fly to him.
But the reason he turned
Or
like
literally
this is because the
a
ball
dart to his chest.
The ball is going upfield.
He turned before that ball's out of the
No.
receiver's or the quarterback's hand. He
No.
did not turn because of the ball.
Yes, he did. Ball's out.
Ball's out.
Ball's
Look-
out.
Look what he's doing already.
Ball is out. He's turning up that way, and then now
Watch.
he backpedals and turns because the ball is coming this way.
Fair.
That is a bad ball. Now,
All right.
technique-wise, not great.
It's not
Because
good on the
he should
receiver.
have he should have turned the other way. If you're running this way, he could have turned upfield because the ball's going upfield. So not great anyway. But that's
But it's also
I wish
Backpedaling
Are you going
incomplete.
60-40 quarterback? 70-30?
Davis was wide open.
I do get in your sense.
I
Like
wish the end zone is way better.
Yeah, no.
Bryce
and I see
has
that.
him
I mean,
wide open.
the biggest part there.
Overthrown.
Connect the pass.
Right.
Backpedaling
Throw a
incomplete.
catchable ball.
There's so many
Davis
things
There, the biggest
was
thing is
wide
you have to
open.
lead him to where his momentum
because
is
he's
going
running so fast.
because he's in jet motion.
Bryce
So like,
has
if
him
you
wide
lead
open.
him,
Did he rush it?
that's why I'm
Overthrown.
throwing it on a 1 or 2 yard
just-
line to
did
let
he
him.
rush
basically
this?
he made sure to get the ball into the end zone,
Which you didn't need to do.
and you just didn't need to.
But did he rush his mechanics?
Well, let's watch what's the end do.
Bryce has him wide open.
Yeah.
He overthrew him.
He doesn't know what's coming for backside pressure. Is
No,
the
he
reason.
doesn't.
Bryce
But
has him
Because
wide
that
open.
block was
that's not great.
he felt that.
He felt that.
Bryce
But I mean,
has him wide
back
open.
foot was,
He
That's
overthrew
what I
him.
sailed on.
Backpedaling incomplete.
So if you're in that and you feel
I'm
that,
talking
Davis
myself
was
into
You said he
wide
feels
open.
you said he feels that block right here,
I
right?
think we got suspended again.
So
Bryce has him wide open.
Yeah.
he feels
He
that block.
overthrew him.
He feels
Backpedaling
that block right
incomplete.
here. Why is he not when he steps to
Davis
set his feet? Why is
was
he not
wide open.
Well, I mean,
towards his throw? He knows that's his
all
throw.
he should have been doing there,
Bryce
knowing
has him
what
wide
that play
open.
is he should have
He
basically just
overthrew him.
auto-rolled himself.
Backpedaling
That's
incomplete.
more of what I
was
would.
Virginia knocking on the door.
We are tied
Especially
at
with
24.
because that's why I wanted to know what the end was doing.
Yeah.
Because there's just no reason that he just didn't just roll right to him and just
I guess maybe his only thought is if that corner,
give yourself two
if that
options.
corner stays and then he has to hit the crossing
right. But
route.
there was no I mean, at that point, you already see it. Like,
Right.
So it's just like if you're in the backyard, like, what am I going to do to get closer? Or like if you're teaching your kids to throw an out route, like at a younger age, it's fine if they're going to, we call it like a quarter roll or whatever to get yourself arm strength. Like you're gaining arm strength and accuracy because you're cutting the angle down.
Yeah.
Because the further back he gets, straight back, the harder that angle is to throw straight down the line.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you guys to do research on the policy violations. Maybe it's Twitter. I think it's Twitter. YouTube can't have it, right?
I don't know. I thought we'd gotten trouble.
Well, these are
I
all
thought they
they're
told
all
us before
ESPN
why we got in
videos.
trouble.
What?
They're all
Yeah, but I
ESPN
mean, people are
videos.
retweeting and putting these on YouTube, and they're not blocked there.
They're
Why
on
is
YouTube?
our use of them copyrighted?
I don't know. Look that up while we run this play. Sorry, people live. We'll come back eventually. But for all our listeners, although you won't be able to see it, we'll put this clip up. Sure. Into
JT under center. Quarterback snake. They give him the touchdown. West
This is a long
Virginia
video.
regains the lead.
I'll do that.
To the intersection.
24 yards. Bounds just shy of the...
Because he's going to be getting
Yeah,
fed
so it's-
a lot.
Daniel's going to throw on first down. Goes to the sidelines. Has
Right
a
there.
man
we nailed that
bounds
one.
just shy of the...
31-31 game. 3 minutes left. Driving the field.
Daniel's going to
And
throw on first down.
we'll come
Goes
back
to the
to
sidelines. Has a
Oh,
man.
that ball hits it. I mean, that's not even a high throw.
It wasn't even a hard throw. It was a perfect throw, actually.
That's just a.
So we're back on YouTube.
content setting.
We're back on YouTube.
It's like a Twitter sensitive content setting. I don't know what it is.
So it's Twitter. But we didn't get that last week. We'll come this week. So
And a big game for Donaldson continues. Chased out of bounds just
So
shy of the...
Because he's going to be getting
West
fed
Virginia
a lot.
driving. We're really doing
Daniel's
well
going to throw
overall.
on first down.
Quarterback
Goes to
throws
the...
an absolute perfect ball. Right here, at any point in time when the ball was right here, boys. What did you think at this point? I'm thinking he actually might catch it and break this guy.
Correct. He's got to beat one man for a touchdown.
Yeah. I was like, huh.
Did he even take? I didn't even really feel like he took his eyes off the ball, but maybe he does.
Sidelines.
No.
It was after.
Yeah. I mean, he
Just shy of the...
watches the ball like he does everything.
I'm literally thinking maybe it's just going to be a 13-yard game because
Daniel's going to throw on first down. Goes to the sidelines. Has a man...
I mean, that's a 100% receiver.
100%.
This is where I don't think stats for picks should be in quarterbacks. That's not quarterbacks. Now we got Stan Barrett. I understand. It plays but doesn't play? Is it the same? Maybe it's because I have sound?
I don't know. But as we keep going through that, like you said, like there's
So, poll-wise, worst defeat of the week?
But we didn't even talk about what happened after that 2-point conversion in App State. Like we talked about it earlier.
Oh,
that's when
where they got the onside kick.
that's when the onside kick gets returned. And now North Carolina's
Instead of
up
just
by
falling
8.
on it and taking a knee.
North Carolina's up by
House
8.
call.
And then App State goes down and scores again.
And misses the 2-pointer again.
And it was like a 1 yard stuffed at the 1 yard line where they missed that 2-pointer. Because that quarterback, if he, instead of goes sideways, he leans forward as he gets hit there. It's a tie ball game. 63-61 though is insane. 124 points.
40-22, App State outscored North Carolina in the
fourth quarter.
If you had over 61.5 in the fourth quarter, you knocked it out.
You made millions.
You know, a lot of people lost on the under. Like they under the fourth quarter, whatever it was at. Because there's no way.
They were idiots if they did.
There's no way the books had it at 60. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's our poll. We'll get that up on Twitter, maybe. Welcome, our fireside chat. This one's gonna be hot. A couple of topics will be overall trust in a relationship between your planner and yourself.
It's our job to figure out what's in the best interest for you.
We have to start this thing early.
How do I play this game patient enough to see this trade turn to fruition?
Real estate in general can have a lot of tax benefits to you.
Listen and subscribe to the No BS Wealth podcast on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's time